WhatMatterRacingNews.com. Magic and Dr. Miranda here to preview the Manhattan Stakes. This is the big race right before the Belmont Stakes on Saturday at Belmont Park. And Dr. Miranda, you might have complained about the field sizes for the dirt races. No complaints here. 10 older horses going a mile and a quarter on the inner turf. Chad Brown's trying to win this for the 4th straight year. He's got 4 horses here, so I'm curious to see if you think he's going to get it done or if you're going elsewhere, but run us through the field here.
All right, so we're going to start with the number 1. That's I can't say this horse's name. Impertur is what I'm going to say. Chad Brown is looking to return as a repeat trainer of last year. This horse exited the Fort Marcy with a win last month. However, that race was very, very slow, and I don't think there was a whole lot of competition. With that said, it was also on yielding turf, and I don't think New York has any rain in the forecast this weekend. So with it being on firm turf the last few times, he hasn't finished on the board. Another thing to add is that when he did face decent competition at Tampa in February, he finished 10th place and nowhere near the lead. I think there are better horses in here, so I'm going to be looking elsewhere. And then we're going to go to number 2, Gufo. Everyone is aware of this horse from Christopher Clement. He has finished in the top 3 15 out of his 16 career starts. He always seems to show up. His lone finish off the board was in the Breeders' Cup last year, where he just didn't really seem to have anything in him to run the race. He came back to Coldstream Park in the Pan American, and then the Man of War at Belmont, and finished top 2 in both of those races with over 100 buyer. He seems to be on an upward trend. One thing to note is that he did finish behind Highland Chief last time out, who is also in this race. The number 3 is Tokyo Gold. This long shot has been racing in Europe since November of 2021. He started his career in France in 2020 and came away with a G2 win. They brought him to the U.S. where he got second in the Belmont Derby. Then they put him in an ungraded stakes at Belmont where he finished 5th. If you look at that winner of that race, though, it was Jabir who came back and won the Breeders' Cup Turf next time out. He gets DeMuro back on top, and that is the same jockey that led him to a win in Italy in 2021 with that G2 victory. The number 4 is Adamo, another horse from Europe who was on a tear in France in 2021. Won a G3, but then when they put him in G1 company, he just didn't do great. They changed trainers to Chad Brown and brought him over to the U.S. where he's got a 2nd and a 3rd, finished behind Satin last time out. The buyers don't really intrigue me a whole lot with an 89 and 96, but he does have some opportunity to improve. He does have a few wins at this distance, which is great, and he could be dangerous with Pratt and his closing speed. The number 5 is In Love, was doing great in 2021 campaign, winning at Kentucky Downs, then went back and won at Keeneland, which got him a spot in the Breeders' Cup Mile. However, he didn't run his best. He was faced with some of the best horses in that race. He finished 7th. So he took about 6 months off, came back in April in the Maker's Mark Mile where he finished in last place. He wasn't too far behind the lead, though. He does have some late speed, but I think others will be just a little bit quicker than he is. Now we're going to go to Rock Emperor. He has not won a race in almost a year. He didn't do great at the Breeders' Cup and then took some time off and brought him back at Belmont where he finished 5th. You could say that he had a bad break in that race. He didn't like the yielding turf, but I just don't think he is as good as he used to be. And I think he is the weakest of the Chad Brown horses in this race. Now, the last of the Chad Brown horses in this race is Tribhuvan. He's another one of the horses who have not won it in a year, and that win came from Monmouth. He does have a lot of early speed, so I'm guessing that Chad is going to send this horse out and try to press the pace. He's going to try to tire out the other horses. There is a chance that he could go gate to wire, but he's lost to a lot of these horses in here, and distance is a big question to me with him. And then we're going to go to the number 8, Highland Chief, Graham Motion. Horse who won last time out in the Man of War, finished ahead of Gufo, which is something to say. Before that race, he finished 9th in the optional claimer. So the question is the horse really that good, or is their last race kind of a fluke? People got 19-1 on him last time out, and I think her odds are going to be a lot lower this time. But I just don't think that he has the talent to really do anything in this field, to be honest. The number 9 is Satin. This horse is very versatile, has a lot of early and a lot of late speed, and I think he's going to hook up with Tribhuvan and hopefully not tire out. However, he has never been this far either, so that's another question mark. A positive thing that I do want to add about him is that in every race where he's had an outside post, he either wins or he's only lost by a neck like the Hollywood Derby. So the post is no question for me. I just don't know if he can hold off the closers if it is a fast pace. The last horse is Channel Maker. I really like this horse. He's the old man of the field. He has a class of the field, winning over $3 million in his lifetime. He tends to be very consistent, though, with upper 90 and 100 buyers. So he always has grit in him every single race, even if he doesn't win. He did win last time out in the G2 Elkhorn. He ran a bullet workout earlier this week and was one of 18, so that's something to consider. He always seems to be there, so he could surprise some people. So with all of that said, my top pick, I'm going to go with the long shot on the board. I'm going with the number 3 Tokyo Gold. I think that this horse can move forward, especially if if this happens to be a speed duel. He has the late speed to pick up the pieces. Not to mention, he did lose to Yabir last year, who came back and won the Breeders' Cup Turf. And at 30-1, why not? So in the exacta box, I'm going to add in the 2 outside players with Satin and Channel Maker. So that's going to be a 3, 9, 10 box. Trifecta box, I'm going to add in Gufo because he always hits the freaking board. So we're going to go in 2, 3, 9, 10. And as an added bonus this week, I'm going to give you my double into the Belmont. So I'm going to go with Tokyo Gold into Nest. Anyone who knows me knows I love this horse. I think that she can upset the field. I think she's going to add the added distance, unlike a lot of these other boys who are going to tire out. People have already said to me she's not quick enough, but let's be honest, this field isn't the toughest. I think that distance is going to play into this a lot more than what the speed's going to play into this race.
Wow, that's exciting. We get the bonus double there, the Manhattan and the Belmont. That's Dr. Miranda. She's got all the expert picks over at racingdudes.com, along with our other handicappers. We're all part of the Inside Track to the Belmont Stakes wagering guide. You can get our top 4 picks for every single race, along with Aaron Halterman's in-depth previews and analysis of the entire day's cards, along with the live bankroll article. So make sure you go check that out at racingdudes.com. Click like before you leave. Subscribe to our YouTube channel, youtube.com/racingdudes. Let us know down below in the comments, who do you think is winning the Manhattan? Dr. Miranda's going with a big long shot. Is that the right move? Will Chad Brown get win number 4? Tell us below. We'll see you at the track.
What's up, everybody? I'm Mike Somich coming at you here, and today we're excited to talk about a new partnership over at racingdudes.com, BetPTC. We just went into a partnership with them, allowing our users to be able to get not only a $200 sign-up bonus after they bet $750 on the site, but also a rebate. Aaron, you've been using BetPTC. Tell us a little bit about the rebate that you can get.
Yeah, it's been absolutely fantastic. You get up to 4% on your win wagers, 8% on exotics. And the great thing about it is with a lot of rebates, well, you don't get them at all with some. And with some, it takes a while for it to hit your account. Not with BetPTC. Immediately when that race goes official, A, you're going to get your payout, hopefully, because you've cashed your bet. But B, that rebate hits your account immediately. So if you bet $100 on a race, guess what? Or let's say a win, you're going to have $4 in your account immediately when that race goes official. And like I said, up to 8% for exotics.
It's pretty awesome. Make sure you check to make sure your state's eligible for both BetPTC and the rebate, since it does vary from state to state. If you're looking to sign up and take advantage of a $200 bonus, just click on this Sign Up Now button here at betptc.com. Make sure you enter in all your information, scroll down to the bottom, and make sure you include promo code DUDES when you're signing up to be able to get a $200 bonus after betting $750. That gets deposited right into your account, and then you're eligible to get rebates back as well. So make sure you check out BetPTC and give them a shot to see if they can earn your business.